Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're doing better than me. I've been sick in bed the last couple days. I got home from Peru and I was sick. I went to work a couple days and then I just couldn't handle it anymore. So got knocked down. Hopefully be feeling better here pretty soon. I came across something that was really crazy, so I wanted to share it. Remember last year when we found out about the Duracell bunny? A lot of us had never heard about the Duracell bunny before. It's just such a crazy thing. I mean, always the Energizer bunny my whole life, but never heard of a Duracell bunny. So that was crazy last year. And then the the Energizer bunny seemed to have changed the location of the battery. I always remember it in his back. And if you look here, I did a video on this. The location of the battery. If you just punch in Energizer bunny, seems to be in the side of his thigh, like almost in every single image. Now, if you scroll down, you'll find an image where it's on the back. Here it's on both. That's weird. But yeah, you go look at the old commercials and even on the website, it's on his thigh. I just always remembered on his back. Now, there are a few images, like here. There it is on the back. So maybe 5% of the images, you'll see it on the back, but almost 95% is on the thigh now. So that's very odd. So just kind of recapping those things. This here I wanted to share. I don't know where I've been. I guess I could just have missed this. I don't know if this is the Mandela effect. I have never seen this in my life. So let's see if any of you remember this. I'm sure some of you will. I can't imagine that this never existed, but it never existed for me. So the little Energizer battery man, little Energizer guy, I never seen him in my life. Never, ever have I seen Energizer battery guy. It's just didn't exist for me. Now, I stopped watching TV so many years ago, so, I mean, but this goes back 20 years at least, so I don't know how I never knew about this guy. So let me know what you think on the Energizer guy here, but this is really odd. But now I want to show you one of the weirdest things I've seen, just because of what it is. So watch this.
Digital cameras, Duracell standard alkaline battery.
Okay, so this is a race between two mascots of two battery companies that I've never heard of in my entire life. So I just thought that this was so bizarre. There's the Duracell bunny that prior to last year I'd never heard of, and the Energizer dude, which is brand new to me today. This is just a crazy video. I've never heard of either of these mascots prior to last year. I don't know. It's just, I know some of you are going to feel the same way with this commercial. It's just bizarre.
Batteries will only take up to 80 shots. Energizer lithium for 4.
I just feel so crazy watching it. That's how this whole Mandela effect is. Just crazy watching it. So that's it. I wanted to share this. Get your thoughts on little Energizer dude. I wanted to talk about the elongated skulls. I've been having people comment. I said I was going to go see them. I was in Paracas, Peru. I went to one museum. They had a couple. The ones I saw had the red hair. There were just a few I went to the Paracas Museum, but there's another history museum. I couldn't find it. It said permanently closed. I didn't have a good Wi-Fi connection. I was in town, asked some people. Yeah, it's over here. Just couldn't find it. Asked the people at the one museum I went to, and they said, it was downtown. So I just couldn't spend my whole family's little vacation within a vacation 4 hours south of Lima where we were staying, looking for this museum. So I gave up. But I wanted to see, all this stuff. But thanks to Brian Forrester, all this stuff is online now. And you really need to check out the elongated skulls if you haven't. There's a lot of people, there's always the people who just won't accept anything outside of the norm. They say, well, look, they've been doing cranial deformations around the world for thousands of years, which is correct. But why? Why would they want to do this? I think they were trying to emulate these, which are real, which were the royal families, like in Egypt, where they have the elongated skulls. So I think they're trying to emulate them. That's my opinion. But what's really intriguing about these is on a normal human skull, you'll have 3 lines. You'll have one line that grows across. When the baby's skull's growing together, you have a line across and a line going straight. Let me see if I can find a good example here. Here, you'll have this line that goes back, and then you'll have this line that goes here. So you have 3 plates. Well, on a lot of these elongated skulls, there's only one line across the top. There's just 2 plates. On something like this, you'll just have one line across the top. So I did see one skull with this hump here. Very interesting. I mean, it's just, to me, it's incredible. It's mind-blowing to just look at this stuff. So I did see some of these with the red hair. They look kind of odd, but I didn't get to see what I really wanted to see. So it's kind of a letdown, but I had to move along. So check out Brian Forrester. I will put a link to his channel down below. So this is the place I was trying to find. I don't know if it's closed now. This was 2014 here, these images. So I don't know. I just couldn't find it. I tried. I could have gone more prepared. I didn't think it'd be that hard. Paracas is just a tiny little town. But anyway, we had a good time. Oh, here's what I was trying to show you. See, some of them just have this on the elongated skulls. This here doesn't exist. So, and then also the volume of the skulls, 25% larger volume inside some of these elongated skulls versus a normal human skull. You can't get that by cranial deformation, by cradle boarding or the wrapping, which I showed you. You can't change the volume of the skull. You could change the shape, but you can't make it larger, 25% larger on the inside by doing these bindings. So there's more involved here than just someone saying, oh, that's cranial deformation practiced around the world. There's nothing odd happening here. Yeah, well, if you look into it, you probably feel a little differently. But a lot of people, they just they don't look at anything. I think they know it all. So before my voice goes here, we left Paracas, went and stayed in Ica, and we went to this lagoon oasis here. I'll put a video together of the trip when I have time. So we had fun. I'm going to link my son's video. He already did a video here when we were at the Huacachina, the lagoon. And he has a little clip of him sandboarding in here in his video that he just threw up. So he's trying to get to 1,000 subs now. He's got 256. Because they said you can't monetize your channel now on YouTube without 1,000 subs. They just came out with some new guidelines. So I'll link this down below. You can check it out. Just 2 minutes. That's about it, everyone. Probably went too long on this one. Voice is about to totally go. I will talk to everyone soon. Go create the reality that you want.